those that did not read your invitations very well, this is simply a research dissemination workshop. Avatars, members of academia, people from media, civil society, and student leaders, but also leaders. We hope to disseminate the findings of the research that we carried out a few months back with Open Space and of course with our colleagues of CBR. So I want to request Mr. Wakib Bunnya to come and who is the team lead of Open Space, to do his welcoming remarks and also give you a brief background of why we're here and moving forward what will be happening. Thank you, Mr. Wakib.
Thank you very much, Ashraf, for the warm introduction. I'm very excited today, and I think I'll be sharing with you why. In 2009, when we thought about open space, our definition was just debate. So we're about debate in Makerere University. That's what open space was about. And it's been 15 years down the road. And today, if I asked any one of you, you would all have different definition of what open space is, because you've known open space in different versions. Some see it as conveners of the youth festival. Others will tell you that open space is about university debates. Others will tell you it's about high school engagements. Others will tell you it's about giving fairs. You know, there are different versions of open space out there. And for me today, if I was to choose 3 words to put open space to, I would say it's about activating youth leadership. Because at the core of what we've been doing, it has all come back to trying to inspire youth leaders, trying to prepare youth leaders, and trying to make sure that youth leaders are at the top of where they need to be. And for me today, why it's very exciting, because we are adding a new feature to the work that we do, which is research. We've been doing a lot of training, we've been doing a lot of dialogues, we've been doing a lot of STEM tools and all those kind of tools. And when we thought about research, we were thinking about how can we give the power back to young people, because whenever we go to different CSO forums and platforms, we receive research. We go there to consume research, but we are not part of the research that is being given to us. So we're thinking, can we as open space start this narrative of building youth research, where we, the young people, are the ones who are building the research. So when we thought about this, we reached out to Center for Basic Research, and we said, we want to do research with you, but not you to be the ones to do the research, but to mentor our young people and our staff to be the ones who will lead the research that happens. So it hasn't been a very easy process, I'll tell you. I think Brenda, who has been leading from our side, the research team, can tell you. We've had a number of meetings, we've had a lot of disagreements, we've had a lot of hard times doing the research, but I'm happy to report that it's been a worthy experience. And today, this is our first research ever as open space that we've been able to do and conduct. We are proud that it's a start of a journey, and we hope that we will be pioneers and will be one of the leading research organizations moving forward. So the research that we are about to launch today is part of a bigger project, which is about strengthening youth civic participation. And in this project, we are really trying to understand what are those barriers that limit youth participation as active citizens. What are those barriers out there? And in seeking to understand, then we try to intervene and say, okay, how can we now support young people? What is it that we can do? So that's what the research is about, to try and understand what are the barriers that limit youth participation in election. And then once we understand those barriers, then now we are coming up with interventions that are going to be able to, support young people. For the research specifically, we looked at 3 areas, as you will see, or as the people who are going to present here will be sharing. One was to understand voter education, because many times we hear different stakeholders providing voter education to young people, but we are trying to understand how do young people understand voter education? How do young people receive voter education? What is on ground when it comes to youth and voter education? That's what we are trying to understand under that target area. The other one is around election-related violence, and we're trying to also understand how do youth see election-related violence? You know, what is their experience of election-related violence? And thirdly, it's about youth participation in elections. And here it's purely going to be about data, trying to understand in the previous election, how did young people participate? And what can we learn from that moving forward in the new electoral process that we are now entering? So in a nutshell, that's what we are going to do. And today in this workshop, it's basically a start where we will be disseminating the research, but we hope that from here we are going to take it much further. We'll be visiting universities, we are going to be visiting different institutions of learning, we are going to be talking to different members of civil society, academia and government to disseminate this research in the hope that as we are thinking about programming around elections for young people, we can use these perspectives of young people and the perceptions of young people to improve the work that we are going to do with young people in this electoral process of 2025. I think that's all from me. I wish you all a wonderful deliberation in the workshop. Thank you very much.
Wakib, it's like you're running some. That was your command. You're done. This is not Wakib. You were so brief, Commander Dubai. And the way he was presenting as if he was running somewhere. Thank you so much, Wakib. At this moment, because we still have a few minutes before Professor Haj comes in to present to us the keynote. So I want to use about 10 minutes of Wakib's time to do introduction. Understand we have new faces in the room, and we hope to know who is here. So we should